And they had just arrived. Ukrainian armed forces personnel occupying the temporary deployment point had not yet settled in, had not yet organized their positions. At first, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Routines ran normally. Personnel moved freely around the area without meaningful vigilance. Then the hum of a reconnaissance drone grew closer. Several personnel immediately raised their weapons, firing in the direction of the sound. But it was already too late, far too late. That drone was not the threat. It was a silent witness that had already completed its mission, already locked the coordinates, already transmitted every piece of data needed before their first shot was ever fired. And when all information was confirmed, the order was given. 3 aerial bombs struck the building in succession, hitting with a force that left no time to react. The temporary deployment point vanished in an instant, its structure, equipment, and every last trace of operational capacity erased within seconds. Over the residential district of Kostiantynivka, the Zala reconnaissance drone of the Unmanned Systems Unit, Yuzhnaya Forces Group, moved silently at altitude, sweeping every corner, every building, every suspicious movement, until a temporary deployment point was identified, sheltering up to 15 enemy personnel who believed their position had gone undetected. Target coordinates were immediately transmitted to the Rocket Division of the 27th Guards Artillery Regiment, 3rd Army Corps, Yuzhnaya Forces Group, and from that moment, the machinery of destruction began its work. The BM-21 Grad unleashed its salvo, not one rocket, not two, but a dense and systematic wall of fire that swept the temporary deployment point until nothing remained, no room to run. Grad does not forgive. In the dead of night across the Kharkiv sector, a machine moved silently along the front line, where no human could afford to expose themselves. The Kuryer logistics robot of the Kontora unit, 1st Guards Tank Army, Zapad Forces Group, successfully delivered over 300 kilograms of ammunition and Molniya 2 drone components directly to forward positions without risking a single life.
Да, столба видно не было.
This tracked platform is far more than a supply vehicle. It operates in zones where standing still for too long means dying, navigating through rubble, crossing minefields, reaching positions that conventional logistics cannot touch. And the moment supplies arrived, Molniya 2 drone operators went straight to work, eliminating enemy vehicles and infrastructure without delay.
Работает по машинам. Езжает туда больше, наверное, как выставляется. Сейчас его проходим окраину. БПЛА. Взлет. БПЛА. Прям.
But Kuryer is not just a courier. In combat configuration, it can be armed with machine guns, AGS-17 grenade launchers, or remote anti-tank mine-laying modules using TM-62 mines. In modern warfare, lives no longer need to be risked for the most dangerous tasks on the front line. The machine does it instead. Over the skies of Zaporizhzhia, an enemy strike drone launched silently toward its target and never arrived. The crew of the Tor M2 air defense missile system, Dnieper Forces Group, had detected it long before the threat drew close. The Tor M2 radar locked onto the target automatically, classifying, calculating trajectory, and preparing a response within seconds without pause. The order was given, the missile launched, tore through the air and struck the enemy drone before it could reach its target zone. Down, it never made it to its destination. This is what sets the Tor M2 apart from conventional air defense systems. It does not wait for a threat to draw closer before reacting. It intercepts at the earliest possible point. In the Dnieper operational zone, the sky is not open airspace. Every object that crosses without clearance will be detected, locked, and brought down. The Tor M2 ensures that rule is enforced without exception.
В ту сторону.
As always, thank you for watching and exploring the world of military operations, strategic maneuvers, and advanced technology with us. We hope today's report gave you valuable insight into the evolving nature of modern warfare and the dedicated soldiers who serve on the front line.